Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. Thank you so much to anyone who is newly subscribed or anyone who's returning, or like I said, if you're new here, thank you so much. Okay, so I have a haul here from Bath and Body Works. I got some perfumes here. Everything kind of thrown all over the place and in this Sephora bag. This is a collective haul. I got some stuff from the $15.95 candle sale, some wallflowers, some pocket bags. You know, it's a little blend of home fragrance and a little smidgen of body care thrown in. One second, I actually forgot one of the things. Okay, so I'm back after that little intermission. I guess I'm just gonna start off with Fairy Tale. Can't find it. I have no idea what I did with it. I have it in the mini. I got it during the mini sale. And I don't know where it is. So that's interesting. But I like Fairy Tale. It is one of those that you think has gone away, that you can't smell it, but you can actually still smell it on your clothes if you come back to it a couple hours later. But it does kind of like fade in and out. It is a white floral dominant. How does it smell? I wish I had it in my hands. I wish I knew where it was. I have no idea where I put it, so that I could re-smell it. Now, what I do remember about it is that initially when you first spray it, boom, pomegranate. That's the most fruit you're going to get from that one, because the pomegranate on me doesn't stick around. It doesn't last a whole lot long, which is okay. I'm not mad about that. But it is a nice fruity floral. What else? I think that if you're not okay with florals, you're probably not going to be able to sift through all that white floral to be able to get through to the vanilla that is in the base. I do definitely smell vanilla and amber. I get all of the notes. I get every last note. I've read some reviews on Bath and Body Works where people don't really get all the notes. To me, it's not, I mean, I guess it's a mature scent, mature-ish. It's not like an old lady type of floral. I mean, I guess some people might think that it is, but to me, no, it's not. It's not young. It's not old. It's just kind of somewhere in between. It's a nice scent. It could be an everyday scent. It's nothing like too special, but it is nice. It's a good scent, I think. So try it. If you like florals, I think it's safe to blind buy. If you don't, I don't think it's safe to blind buy at all, because it is very floral. But to me, it's like a woody, amber, vanilla, like. So we could keep going with the things that I got from the mini sale. So I just got that. That was the only body care I had, because that was the only body care that I didn't have that I wanted. But I did not get the lotion for that. But I think that's one that you may need to layer with the lotion, because it's just not that strong to me. I don't know. It's just not that strong. So I did get some lip glosses. I got 2 marshmallow pumpkin lattes, and this smells just like marshmallow pumpkin latte. One of them is open. This one. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand, and I don't think it's going to be very easy for you to see, but we can try. It is a glitter gloss. So hopefully that focused. If not, I'll just have to edit that out. But it's a glitter gloss. Smells so good. Marshmallow pumpkin latte is hands down one of my favorite scents ever from Bath and Body Works. And this definitely smells like marshmallow pumpkin latte. If you are someone who doesn't like very thick glosses, maybe skip out on these. But these are very thick without being too sticky. And they do have a lot of fragrance in them. Now, the other one that I got was this My Favorite Night Balm from OG Bigelow. This is the second one I've had. This was actually the last one, which I'm kind of sad about. Now, this one is just clear. This one is the one I'm wearing right now. and it has no fragrance to it. And out of the ones that I saw, this was actually the only one that didn't have fragrance in it. So if you don't like fragrance in your lip care, this one, if you can find this one's $7.50 regularly, and then these were $8.50. And these kind of taste how they smell, which is nice. So that's all I got from the mini sale. I did get a candle. I love this so much. This is my first time having this. I'm not sure if this is new or not, but this is white balsam and vanilla. The notes are fresh white pine, chilled forest air, warm vanilla musk, and then it just says with natural essential oils. I have not burned it yet because it's still a little bit too hot for this. I usually go for a marshmallow fireside, and get this off of me. I usually go for marshmallow fireside, flannel, mahogany teakwood. But my friend actually bought me some candles. So I was like, no, I'm not going to get marshmallow fireside or flannel. No. Did she give me flannel? Did she give me mahogany teakwood? Whatever. She got me some candles. So I didn't want to get the ones that she bought. I wanted to get a different candle. Even though this to me reminds me of marshmallow fireside. Way to branch out, Ash. Way to branch out. It reminds me of marshmallow fireside, except it has that, you know, that fresh pine smell, which is why I really can understand why I didn't like Pinkberry Clouds. I think it was just the idea of me smelling like that, but I don't know. I don't know. I do like fresh forest air, cologne type scents, and I don't know. For my home, that's what I like my home to smell like. For sure. And it's a heavy dose of vanilla. It smells so good. This is so good. The vanilla is just as prominent as the balsam. So that was the only candle that I got because, like I said, my friend got me some candles. And I actually don't burn a lot of candles since I started wearing so much fragrance because they kind of clash sometimes. So I don't do that anymore. But I did get some wallflowers, and I've never owned wallflowers from Bath & Body Works. I usually do Glade, Airwick. Those work just as fine. They last a long time. They are very strong, and they've always had the adjustable fragrance strength. So it's funny to me that Bath & Body Works just got on board with that. So I was going to get little pumpkins. How cute, right? But once the fall is over, they're going to be trash. So I went with the little house plant. I keep this one in my kitchen. This one is white balsam and vanilla. And it's just warm and comforting. Warm and comforting. And it has the fragrance notes on the inside. And these are glass, which I was like, ooh, fancy. But I don't like that. I don't think I like that they're glass. And they twist in, and this is very heavy and very bulky. It keeps getting knocked out of the wall, even though I have it in the kitchen, like on above like the counter, because this is obviously for display. But the free one that I have is just a plain black one. And I usually put one behind the garbage can, and it keeps getting knocked out. And yesterday it spilled because these don't just click in. The ones from Glade and Airwick, they just click in. And they're not like super heavy, so they don't get knocked out of the wall ever. I have never had a problem with plug-ins staying in the wall until I bought these from Bath & Body Works. They both get knocked. Like this is like next to my blender, and it just keeps getting knocked out. So it's kind of annoying to me. That's a fail, but I love the fragrances. The other fragrance I got was Marshmallow Fireside. All I got was vanilla, balsam, and Marshmallow Fireside. That's all I got. So this one is also warm and comforting. And the notes are toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, and fire roasted vanilla. This cool. This mahogany teakwood, flannel, and now white balsam and vanilla are my favorite home scents from Bath & Body Works. Like ever. So then I got some pocket bags. I didn't get more than 3 because I just had a free one. And I didn't buy these at the same time. Actually, these are different bouts of me going to the store, just kind of shopping around a little bit. So flannel. I love flannel. Have they ever had body care in flannel? I do not know. I wish they would make some. I don't care if it's in the men's section or not. I would buy flannel. I love flannel. I want to smell like flannel. I do have the notes on this soap, which I just bought yesterday. So that is Crisp Autumn Air, Heirloom Mahogany, and Cedarwood. Again, I love airy fragrances. Airy, fresh woods, vanilla scents are my absolute go-to. Other than that, I like creamy and lactonic. Boom. Easy. Easy. That's it. That's it. As long as it smells like fresh air and vanilla woods and with a little amber sprinkled in, I am so happy. So then I got Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Again, a favorite of mine. And I got Pumpkin Cupcake. I did get one antibacterial hand spray yesterday as well in flannel. Pretty simple. I'm pretty simple. Let's move along. Okay. So I got Ivory Cashmere, and I have worn it. I wore it yesterday, and I'm wearing it right now. And what I would say about this one is it does share a DNA with In the Stars. I do get that. But it wasn't until I smelled it next to In the Stars that I find this one to be a little more like laundry-esque. This to me is very effortless and very minimal. Even looking at the packaging, this is so gorgeous to me. Actually, I like the way this entire line looks. It's very minimalist. This reminds me of someone who has a lot of creams and beiges in their house. Like, that's it. Just like creams and beiges. They just do neutral everything. They're very chic, but simple. Everything's very nicely pressed and organized. That's what this reminds me of. This on the skin smells like Dove White Bar soap. So this for me is for the person who just wants to smell like them but better. So in another haul, was it a haul? I don't know. Whatever the video was where I was talking about Sunrise Woods kind of smells like my skin but better, but in like I went outside and got a little bit sweaty kind of way. This one smells like you just washed up and that was it. Like you just smell like you washed up. It is lightly scented. So this would be perfect for someone who has fragrance allergies. This would be perfect for someone who gets headaches, nausea. You just want to smell clean. This is what I intend to reach for on days where it's that time of the month and I kind of get aggravated with very strong syrupy smells. This would be more so what I want to smell like. And excuse my daughter, she's banging on the window trying to get somebody's attention, I guess. So the reason why I bought this is because I've realized that in trying to use up my body creams from Bath & Body Works, I've been neglecting a lot of fragrances that I actually really love. But because I don't have any body care that I really want to pair with it because it just doesn't do it justice. I don't want to change the scent. I want to smell exactly like the actual fragrance smells. That I completely just ignore them completely. But I really like them and I would wear them more often if I didn't have so much Bath & Body Works. Because I get tired of just having like fragrance-free lotion, body wash, and all that stuff, which I do have to have because of my eczema. But this was something that I figure could go with absolutely everything, no matter the occasion. I could wear this because it just smells like you washed up with Dove White Bar soap. That is it. That is all. No fuss, no muss. Very I woke up like this. Minimalist vibes. Love it. Is it something that I think you need to go out and get? No, because I think the average person wants something a little bit stronger than that. But this smells like the fragrance notes, and I don't even know if I read them, so maybe I should do that. Fresh Lakeside Air, Silver Musk, and White Amber. And to me, I get every last note. And this is not for someone, if you have a lot of scents going on in your home, you're not going to be able to smell this. It's not going to smell like anything on you. Or maybe you can't smell it because you're confusing it with your detergent or your soap. Think about that. This, you know what it reminds me of? You ever seen the Lorax? You know how they have to buy bottles of air? That's what this smells like. This legit smells like air in a can. So next up we have Free Wonder. Lord, it was free. Yes, this is Pure Wonder. Okay, so this was free yesterday. This is Pure Wonder. It was a Christmas preview item. We never get the promotions in my area. So I was super excited that I finally got to partake in one. So this is a nice fruity floral. I wore it yesterday. I'm wearing it now. I don't smell it anymore. I've been wearing it for 2 hours. Same thing happened yesterday. I could smell it only for 2 hours on me. Now, my fiance, every time I asked him if he could smell me, he said yes, he could smell me, and I smell very fruity. It smells nice to him, but it's nothing special. So this to me smells like a celebratory fragrance, very fruity, white floral dominant, of course. I get the jasmine. What fruit is it? I don't know. Maybe strawberry or raspberry. It's a red fruit. This smells like red fruit. This smells like sparkling red fruit. From the nozzle, it does smell like rosé. This does smell like a drink from the nozzle. You copying off of me? What's that smell like? Yeah. So from the nozzle, yes, this smells like rosé. Now when you spray it, let's see. Yeah. Smells like sparkling red berries and jasmine. Now, okay, so once I smelled this Nexus Secret Wonderland, they actually didn't smell the same. So that leads me to believe that it's not strawberry, it's something else. Now I did smell it with Carolina Herrera Good Girl Supreme because there was something about this that reminded me of that fragrance, and Juliet Has a Gun. And when I looked up the notes to Good Girl Supreme, they didn't specify what berries it was, but it did say forest fruit, and it is tuberose and forest fruits, right? Juliet Has a Gun is raspberry and jasmine and tuberose. So I was thinking maybe it's raspberry. Sparkling raspberry, jasmine. Thank you. Sparkling, not strawberry. Okay. Sparkling raspberries, jasmine. There's something else in there. I don't know what the notes are. I'm going to put the notes up on the screen. So overall, I find this to be a very young, fun, optimistic scent. I like it, and I'm not too crazy about predominantly fruity fragrances, but I don't have many fragrances that to me smell very happy and special occasion appropriate, if that makes sense. But this one's nice. I think if you have a lot of fruity fragrances in your collection, you'll probably smell it and think, more of the same. But to be completely honest with you, it is a nice scent. I do not have a lot of fruity fragrances in my collection, so to me, it doesn't bother me as much. But it's definitely something that I would use up for sure because it is a nice scent. There's so many perfumes and they all have, there's only so many DNAs that can be out there. So like, I just have to remind myself that it's nobody's fault that I have such a huge fragrance collection, right? And so that I'm jaded and nothing is interesting to me anymore. That's my fault. That's nobody's fault. That's my fault. So I do try to keep that in mind when I'm smelling things. Okay, so next up, we have more perfume. I'm going to start off with Replica. This is Jazz Club. This is marketed for men, but to be honest with you, this is so vanilla heavy on my skin that this should be marketed as unisex too. Now, would the average woman want to smell like this? I don't know, but I want to smell like this, and actually it compliments it on this. I sure do. Every time I wear this, I get a compliment. And so this, I do have a mini coffret of this. This and By the Fireplace are the only ones that I kept from my little, I think it was 5 fragrances. They're the only 2 I kept. Everything else I gave away because they either didn't smell like me. There was one that I didn't like. That was Lazy Sunday. So I went and got the travel size of this so that I can keep it in my purse. I love it. It kind of smells like menthol when you first spray it. It's got that like, that slight like chemical. I'm not sure what that is, but you know, like all colognes have that like, that same chemical smell to it. It does have that. And it just smells like mentholated vanilla to me. That's what it smells like. Mentholated vanilla. Almost reminds me of white balsam and vanilla. Mentholated vanilla. Except it doesn't smell green at all to me. So that's Jazz Club. Okay, so next up I got 3 fragrances from KKW because I have been wanting to try a few of them and they were on sale, so I figured I might as well get the free shipping. So Nude Lips. Nude Lips. Now I smelled this before at Ulta, so if you can get to Ulta to smell it, I would recommend you smell it. Immediately I felt like this smelled like something from Victoria's Secret. So this is more along the lines of what I want to smell like if I'm in a very basic mood. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not doing anything in particular. Maybe sweatpants, not even planning on leaving the couch. This is more what I want to smell like. Not anything too fruity. I'm going to say this again. This has no fruit in it. Thank goodness it has no fruit. They need to do that more often. But because it has no fruit in it, I do find it to be very warm and musky. This is a vanillic amber scent. This reminds me of like a beach vacation or just like warm weather. Now, I've seen a lot of people say that this is warm and cozy to them, and it is warm and cozy. But there's something about this that reminds me maybe of like, maybe suntan lotion a little bit. It's not like salty necessarily. Maybe it's the amber. Maybe it's the amber. I would have sworn there was coconut in this, but I don't think there is. Immediately when I smelled this for the first time at Ulta, it reminded me of Coconut Passion from Victoria's Secret. But after actually having it and wearing it, it reminded me more of like Amber Romance because it's a very, very prominent amber with some creamy vanilla in there. I do smell the vanilla, but it's more amber musk. It's definitely musky. It's a musky scent for sure, which I think makes this a little more age appropriate for me. I don't mind scents that smell young, obviously. You know that if you've watched any of my other videos. And I don't mind scents that smell older. But this one I feel like it is more age appropriate. It's kind of fun, but without having fruit. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't have a lot of things that don't have any fruit in them. Even Amber Romance has a very fruity note to it. So yeah, so it's like Coconut Passion mixed with Amber Romance, even though there is no coconut in that scent, I do not believe. So next up we have, what is this? Khloe's Sapphire Diamond. I did not like the first Diamond collection at all, even though I did not smell all 3 of them. But I can't remember which ones I smelled. So this is more, I think, what the average consumer would prefer. I did not get the green one because it was green, which is one of my favorite colors, but because it was the color green, I was afraid it was going to smell green, and I'm happy it didn't because I'm happy that I didn't get that one because it smells, I mean, I keep hearing people say that that one smells very fruity. I'm happy I didn't get that one because I don't care for juicy, fruity fragrances, and I certainly don't really care for green scents, but this one opens very fruity. Immediately I get sweet orange and some like marine notes. It's almost like sitting by the seashore. You're like at the beach, right? But you're close enough to where when the water washes up on shore that the water touches your feet, that air that comes up, that's kind of what this smells like. Only slightly. So it's nothing too, I wouldn't consider this aquatic, but it is there. It's there. If you've ever smelled Blue Odyssey from Glade, the marine notes in Blue Odyssey they kind of remind me of this. This reminds me of Barbie dolls a little bit. The orange fades away into like berries. It starts to smell like a very prominent berry scent, and then the vanilla starts to come forward. Now, people said that this smells like a cake. Now, I've never had Italian Christmas cake, but there is like a warmth in this that kind of smells like dry cake, like frostingless cake. And then I get whipped cream. Now, in the dry down of this on my skin smells exactly like Ari. It smells like a slightly less powdery Ari. Now, the thing with Ari is I like Ari, but it's definitely not my favorite scent from Ariana Grande. This one I can actually pull notes from. Ari just smells good, and I can't actually pull out any of the notes in specific, if that makes sense. So this, I can actually smell notes in this. Ari just smells like a bunch of different things just kind of mushed and melded together. So, I mean, if you like Ari, maybe try this. You might like this, but this is just average smelling to me. But I think that it is crowd pleasing. More people would like this one. Now, the reason why I wanted to order from KKW in the first place is because I was looking for a date night fragrance. I have a lot of fragrances that are just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling around the house. So I would wear those. But I don't have a lot of fragrances that smell like something that I would put on to try to impress people. So I was interested in trying Kourtney's Ruby. Okay? This smells very spicy, very earthy. And I like it. Okay? I like it. It's very mature. This is not for people who do not like mature fragrances in the slightest. Then you want to go more Kim's Emerald or this Sapphire. Only because, like I said, Kim's Emerald, I keep hearing is a little more juicy, fruity. So that one may be more your speed. But this one, very spicy, very earthy. This is, I think there's rose in here. I'm not sure though. I don't smell rose. I don't smell any florals in Khloe's either. This, when I first smelled it, I went, because immediately reminded me of something that Tom Ford would make, like the more affordable version of a Tom Ford fragrance. That is what this smells like. I'll compare this to Opium, the original by YSL, which was my grandma's. It was one of her fragrances. Yep, it was. This reminds me of like Velvet Orchid or like Black Orchid, something. This definitely smells like a Tom Ford fragrance to me. And I am here for it. I like this. And now after wearing it, I feel like I could wear this on a date, but I feel like it could even be something that I just wear. It is powdery. It smells like an adult powder. Not like baby powder. I say adult powder because baby powder, and then like people say baby powder and old lady, and it's just like, how do the old ladies smell like baby powder? I don't know. But it is powdery in that way that mature fragrances are powdery. And I feel like, in my opinion, for KKW, this smells very expensive. Because like I said, it reminds me of Tom Ford. Which Tom Ford? I'm not sure, but it smells like Tom Ford. So yeah. Lasting power on these. I keep hearing that the lasting power sucks, but that's not the case for me. The lasting power, especially on this one, surprised me. The shirt that I wore this on, I put it in my room after I was done wearing it. I put it on a button up. I had on a button up that day. And when I came back in the room, the entire room smelled like Nude lips. So I don't know, maybe people just can't smell it on themselves, but my fiance, who can usually not smell anything on me, could smell all three all three of these. So I don't know what it is with our noses, or maybe it's the weather I'm wearing it in. I know people keep saying that these are fall winter fragrances, but wear what you want when you want. So if you made it this far, please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.